Hey guys, we got another Hummer H1 down here at the GMR. This time, bypass pre-runner upgrade. Okay, this Hummer H1 comes stock with a set of bolt-in coilovers and shocks. They mount inside of a coil bucket and on the lower arm. This Hummer H1, on the other hand, is equipped with an airbag system. This is a setup that the customer prefers because it helps them get in and out of parking structures. Now, on top of that, it came to a shock problem. We currently had 2.0 Foxes on there from a previous setup. All of that was torn off and re-prepped. What we've done is we've designed a brand new shock package that utilizes some King bypass shocks. Let me go in the shop and show you what we have. So the Hummer itself is a very heavy, yet very space restricting and travel restricting vehicle. A stock setup will see roughly 7 inches of usable travel, some a little bit more depending on the setup. For that reasoning, we had to go with a very unique shock package. Thankfully, the guys down at King were able to come up with these bad boys for the Hummer. They're 3.0 race series bypasses. Due to the front's spatial restriction, we went with a 2-tube bypass and a remote reservoir. This will allow me to mount this reservoir up and above out of the way of any moving suspension components and the wheel travel. We're running a 6-inch stroke. This will be tucked nicely up against that airbag and provide the dampening that the customer wants and desires for this specific setup. Now for the rear, due to the fact that there's no steering, we're able to go with a little bit larger shock. Reason being, we can move the shock pivot out on the arm. The rear of the truck is basically the same deal as the front. It's a space restricting A-arm setup with roughly 8 inches of travel max. For that, we went with an 8-inch stroke 3-tube bypass. This shock, we're able to mount the reservoir right on the can. We don't have as much of a space restriction, so we're able to play with this mount a little more. Now these shocks are substantially bigger with a lot more dampening than was currently on the truck before. We should notice quite a bit of difference, and combine that with the dual limit strap setup we have, it's going to provide the customer with the required amount of performance for that specific vehicle. Now, everything is out at laser cut, everything's been designed. So next time you see this truck, you're going to start seeing shock mounts come together along with our limit strap setup. Until next time guys, you take it easy.